You know what always worries me with this whole Project Phillips thing? I feel like in the future, if I do like get some big position, wherever, if I start something, and basically I'm doing like interviews after interviews, I feel like some stuff I might say in the interviews might contradict the stuff I said in Project Phillips, and that's always a big worry of mine. But that's not the point of this video. The point is to continue what I was talking about last episode, which was studying for midterms, TEDx, campaigning, stuff of that matter. So with studying for midterms, I have two midterms next week. I can't say the word. Discrete structures for CS and data structures and algorithm. For discrete structures, I'm getting to the work now. And I'm ashamed to say I haven't done that much work when it comes to studying for the class. But I'm getting more into that now, and it doesn't seem too bad. The stuff I was talking about in the last episode was the terms like the tautologies. Tautologies are just basically like what's the word I can say, like prepositions for equivalence. So let's say I'm not gonna explain this thing right now, but okay, actually I am. Let's say you have some like preposition like P or Q, right? P or Q. Let's just say that's our proposition, right? And if you want to know, okay, or let's do not P or Q, right? So like P or Q is in a bracket, then not P or Q would the tautology or what the equivalence to that would be not P and not Q. So that's basically like the stuff I've learned, and that's like that right there is De Morgan's law. So the thing I was worried about was the different terms for those equivalences, but to be honest, they're kind of self-explanatory for the most part. A lot of them just like think of math stuff. So like if some stuff are rearranged, that's kind of associative law. If some stuff like kind of multiplied, I guess that's kind of distributive law. If you have like T or F, if you have P and F, I think then that's the same thing as saying like F or F being false, and that's the Dominion law. Let me double check on that. Yes, I am correct. So that's the Dominion law. So that was the point, but I'm actually memorizing that now, so I'm really happy with how that's going. I'm moving to quantifiers for review now, so we'll see how the progress goes over there. But overall, I'm pretty happy. I think right now, if I was to take the exam, I'm at a solid C, which isn't good, but it's a place to start. Moving on, in terms of campaigning stuff, I am certified. Got the sponsorship form and all that. Submitted some extra stuff I had to submit, and yeah, I'm certified to run. I did a Reddit AMA post, which was Reddit like a Reddit AMA post is basically where someone on a subreddit said basically does like ask me anything. To be honest, for the most part, it did not go well. I realized that that's probably not the best place to campaign because people of some nature reside there. So what actually happened was that I did, just as a joke, I responded to the post as myself and said, hey, this isn't me, because you still have the same username when you respond to yourself. And then someone said, you probably should create a new account, blah, blah, blah. And then I got downvoted a lot and they got upvoted a lot. Then I just kept on getting downvoted. But I think one good part that came from, two good parts was I then continued, I responded to that person, and eventually we came to some sort of an agreement. And the second good part was actually having a genuine question. It was something about this new law with the NCAA capping players' salaries and not using student tuitions and taxpayer money to subsidize student athletes' pay or whatever. So I'm still looking into it. I gave my response to the thing. But I do think I want to research more. I think that's why I was happy I did the AMA post, just like I can see what was of concern to different students and faculty when it comes to the Pitt campus. Even though the most of the responses don't seem to be good, I think I've had at least like one nice response. It was amazing. Another thing I did was there's another app called SideChat. It's like this anonymous university posting thing for Pitt, I guess. So I didn't do any like AMA thing like that, but I asked like some questions like what would you improve about Pitt, what would you like to see change, stuff of that matter. And I think one of the best ones I saw was adding like the Panther card to the Apple Wallet. I think that's something that's doable. I think there are security concerns, but I do think in some form or some manner that could be bypassed in some way. So I would definitely love to campaign on that idea. I do think it's something that's possible. I think it falls into the e-service revolution. That's part of like the different initiatives I'm pushing for. But yeah, and the last thing, TEDx. TEDx, I'm still trying to figure out what I want to talk about. I was, because the stuff I'm thinking of is either if I go to like AI, education, intersection, diversity, equity, inclusion, intersect all of that. But another really cool place I'm landing on is when I applied for University of Pittsburgh, one of the questions, funny enough, was if you had a TED Talk, what would you talk about? And my response was, I would talk about the idea of all you need to know is how to find out what you don't know. It was a quote that was given. It was a quote that was given to me during my time in cyber here at Cybersecurity Club by my mentor and my division for Windows 10 Windows servers. But yeah, really cool quote. And the idea is basically really just what the quote says. All you need to know is how to find out what you don't know. So never really get stuck upon those, like when you encounter like some wall or mountain, never worry too much about that. If like it's something of like the unknowable, because you just need to know what steps you have to take to overcome that mountain, because it is doable. I think that's something that's helped a lot when it comes to the whole idea of imposter syndrome, because especially in the computer science field, there's just so many stuff you just don't know, right? That's like one of the biggest aspects I think that frightens people in computer science, especially myself. So having that advice to like be something I can lean back on and be like, okay, I don't know how to do this. I don't know how to train a machine learning model or whatever, but I can learn. I think is something that's truly helped a lot, and that's why I wrote about the essay. I think that's a TED Talk I might be willing to do. The one issue though is the theme for this year's conference or this semester's conference is intersection. I don't want to fit it inside the box of intersection unnecessarily. But then to be also fair for the TEDx committee, we intentionally made it broad so you'll be able to do multiple stuff with the theme. So I'm still exploring where I might go with that. But yeah, that's pretty much where my head is at right now. Stuff are going well. This episode is kind of a continuation of the last one, but that's kind of a good thing, I guess. Keeping that progress back to back. But besides that, I have nothing else to say, so have a great day.